In today's video, we're going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful gown. This is a cut together gown and you don't actually need to have a detachable sleeve for this gown. So if this is what you're interested to learn how to do, please stay tuned and watch till the end. Thank you. Now for this very beautiful gown, I just made it with 1.5 yards of material. Okay, now I folded into two. You can see the way I actually folded this gown. I folded into two, then folded into another two. I didn't leave any allowance for either a pressing button or a sewing zipper allowance. I didn't leave any allowance, okay, because the gown is not just going to have any of these. All right, now actually, to make it easier for you to understand, I'm not going to be having any division at the front or at the back. Any stitching will be by the side. Okay, so to achieve this, I'm going to be marking my fabric on the side that has, on this side that I'm touching now, that has no opening at all. All right, and in fact, actually this gown is so simple to make. You can imagine that you, with 1.5 yards of fabric, although this material is by 60 inches, you would make a very beautiful gown. Now on this side, I marked my neck width of 3 inches, and I came down by 2.5 inches for my neck depth, but I actually decided to add an additional half inch. All right, so I just have about 3 inches for my neck depth and neck width at this point. Okay, I could adjust later, but when I adjust later, I will explain to you why I'm adjusting later. Now from this my neck area, this point that I have my neck area, I'm going to be measuring from there to the end of this fabric. Okay, horizontally, this will be the sleeve length. So totally I have about 15 inches. All right, so this 15 inches will be the total sleeve length. I am not marking any shoulder because I don't need that. I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slant, and then I connected it all the way to the neck width, that neck width point of 3 inches. You can actually go halfway, it depends on what you want. So I just connected it to my neck width, and after that I came down by 9 inches. Okay, this will be the roundness of my sleeve, how big the sleeve will look around my arm. All right, so after that, I'll be measuring my bust. I'll be taking my bust measurement at this point. All right, so at 9.5, I have my bust measurement. So I just added about 4 inches. You can even add about 5 inches. It depends on what you want. So I added and then I marked at 13 inches. All right. Because I want the gown not to be fitted on my body. All right. But if you want it to be fitted, you can go in with what you want. But I want it to be a free gown, and this gown is always very beautiful. Is when it's free. Okay. But if you actually want it to be fitted, that's fine. It's your preference. So after that, I'll go ahead and mark my half length. I'm marking my half length at 17 inches. You can see the point where I started to mark. At that 17 inches, I know that point is my half length. And because I didn't want it to be fitted, I went ahead and marked, connected it all the way straight. All right, because I didn't even add any curves around my waist or hip. So I just went in with that straight measurement. I'm quickly cutting out my neck area, okay, and then I'll cut out my shoulder slant. While I'm cutting this out, please, I want to explain something. Some people, when they wear very free gowns, they always prefer to have side pockets. Now, at this point that I just marked my half length, if you want to attach a pocket at that point where you have your half length, at my 17 inches now, this will be where I will attach my pocket. Okay, I already have a video on how to attach a pocket, but I will still be explaining it in this video. Okay, so now I removed one piece of this fabric, okay, one side of this fabric, and then that side that I removed would be for the back. Now this part will be for the front. Okay, now I folded it into two, and I want to, deepen the neck a bit. I want to make the neck to be a bit deeper, and then at 5 inches I just added marked it and then cut it out. So this is what my front neck looks like now. Is about 2 inches deeper than the other one. So I'm just going to quickly cut out facing. I told you that I was working with 1.5 yards. Okay, so I'll be using another fabric to cut out this facing, because we're already short of fabric. I'm just trying to show you what you can do with 1.5 yards of fabric. So this is it. I just cut out the facing. I'll be using it to do my turnover. Okay. Now I also did the same thing for the back. All right. So the front, this is the front, this is the back. All right. Now I also went ahead and used the hemming gum to hem the hem of this dress and the sleeve area. Okay, I just ironed it out with the hemming gum. All right, and it's totally optional. You can actually run a stitch on it. So I also use the hemming gum around the neck area. So I'll go ahead and join this part that I just touched, and from there I will join the sides. Okay, and that is totally all. Well, when you want to attach a pocket, okay, I'll explain it as we go on. So to actually do this, you have to first stitch up the shoulder like this, and then stitch up the sides. Now if you want a pocket, this is where it's going to be a bit dicey. You would have to have placed your fabric this way, then cut out your pocket pieces. You can use about 7 inches, 7 inches, four square 7 inches. Now from my shoulder I just marked till my 17 inches, that's my waist area, and from there I marked a pocket area of 7 inches to 8 inches, and this is it. I attached one to one side. One, you can see that I already stitched this up. One side has one side of the fabric, one piece of the fabric, the other side has one piece, and after joining them I will quickly join it this way, you know and I will do the same thing for the other side. And that's practically all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye.